Hello. Okay. So I made a vlog and oh my gosh, it was like 25 minutes long of me just talking about how frustrating today was. And like, I don't want every vlog to be negative, you know. I just don't. I don't. So I'm not going to post that vlog. I'm just using it to, to just like I will use it as just something that I did to vent, because sometimes it's nice to just vent, just get it all out and vent and vent and vent. But I'm not going to share it with the world. I mean, the world doesn't have to hear my ranting and raving over and over again. It was just little things, and I'll give you a recap. I had trouble with Pinterest. I had trouble with Instagram. A lot of my clothes are turning up missing. I had trouble with my bank account. And so those are like a few of the things that happened today. And like I went on and in detail of what each one was. And yeah, I'm over it now. I feel better. I got it all out. I ranted and raved and I got it all out. And, hopefully, like, I guess, all of it kind of matters to me. But, the thing that really upset me today the most was the fact that my clothes, I'm not going to get into what's going on with them because whatever, it's a long story. But I hope my men do a better job of guarding my clothes. And that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, so now I'm on back to normal. And I just want to say, okay, so although I did have some trouble with Pinterest today, I was able to find some lovely pins that I pinned to my boards. I pinned just a few to art supplies, just a few to dogs, and just a few to shoes. Just a few. But I like them and they're lovely. So I invite you to go to my Pinterest and take a look at the new pins. And I want to point out, I like all of the shoe pins. I'm a shoe freak. I really am. When it comes to shoes, I am a shoe freak. And thank goodness. I mean, I know. I'm not allowed. I really am not. Even if I were to say, I don't care if I make people famous who don't like me, I am forbidden from posting any more fashion. Because my men have just put their foot down. And I'm just going to follow what they say, I'm just going to go with what they say because, they know what's going on out there and, and how it's working. So, but I'm at least allowed to post shoes, So thank goodness for that. But I would love, I was only getting started with the fashion and I was just getting started and I loved what I posted. I go to the fashion board all the time and I'm like, oh goodness, I love this and I love that. I wish I would have posted more before I was stopped, I wish I would have had a chance to post more. Unfortunately, I wasn't. And maybe that's a good thing because I didn't, promote any more fashion designers who may or may not, not like me or at all, So, okay. Anyway, but yeah, from what I'm told, I will never be allowed to promote fashion designers again. So I don't know. I just think that seems odd. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future because I would like. Here's what I thought. Okay, back in my 30s, and it kind of came true a little bit, Back in my 30s, like I had no idea how my life was going to work out or what was going to happen in my life. But my husband would tell me, like he was the one who confirmed for me that yes, I'm a genius and yes, my men existed and yes, and like he confirmed a lot of stuff for me, And so I was like, okay. He also told me that, one day you will be rich and famous and all that kind of stuff, Well, my men tell me I'm famous now because of my vlog and all that kind of stuff. So maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know, because remember, people get in here and lie to me. So I don't know. But I used to, in my 30s, I used to think, I really want to go. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't say it because I still want to do it. And I just don't want people to get all prepared. What should I say it or should I not say it? It was so awesome what I wanted to do. Oh, what I wanted to do. Because, okay, I'll tell you. All right, because we went to, we were in Chicago, and I forgot what school it was. There was the art department, or it was a university, and it might have been an art school, or it might have been a university and just the art department. But the students in the art department or the art school were having a sale of their art. So my ex-husband and I went up to that sale, and we looked around at what the students were selling, and there was one student in particular who had really cool, very cool art. I mean, for my taste, I loved his art so much that if I had money at the time, which I had a little bit, but not enough for that or anywhere to put it because my house was already completely decorated, but I would have, loved to have bought his art. So, kind of like I kind of, in my 30s, I kind of like imagined what my life would be like, if I did get the money, and I didn't know how much or whatever, I said, well, if I am rich someday and I have a lot of influential friends, then, my goal, not my goal, but one of the things I would love to do is go to these, to the sales at all the different art schools around the country, and buy art from artists that are just getting started, and put them in my house and let influential people come and see them, and maybe they'll get famous. That's what I wanted to do. And do that for young artists and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that at this point. Well, maybe I will. I might still be able to do that, but I have to do it as a surprise, because for a few reasons, okay? For a few reasons. I want to do it as a surprise. Like, I want to go into the art schools and buy the art, but I don't want them to know I'm coming. Okay, I want it to just be a surprise. Like, okay, here's this art school. I'll find out about it, and I'll say, okay, I'm going to go to their thing, and I want it to be a surprise. Okay, so they'll have everything set up, and I'll walk in, and I'll say, okay, well, I'm going to buy, and I'll look around for those artists that I like, and they're just getting started, they don't have a name yet, so, and then buy their pieces, buy pieces from the art, or maybe the whole thing if I really fall in love with their work or whatever. And okay, so, but I don't want them to know for a few reasons. And the reason is because I want them to be honest. I want them to have honest work. Just their honest work, because if they try too hard, because if they know that I'm coming, and if it is true that I'm making these artists famous and stuff like that, but, then, if they know I'm coming, they may try too hard, and then their art won't be real. That's, and I don't want that to happen, because then I'll be like, no. And someone who is a true, honest, great artist may get overlooked, and miss a tremendous opportunity. So that's one reason I don't want them to know. Okay. And, and yeah, I think that's a really good reason. Okay. And then another reason I don't want them to know is because I don't want them to jack up the price. I know. At that point, I'll have all the money I want and stuff. But I don't want to get taken advantage of, I just don't. I don't. That would hurt my feelings so much. It would really hurt my feelings a lot that if I went into an art school with a young art, because later on down the line, they're going to be making a fortune, you know? They don't need to take advantage of me, you know? And so like I really I want to go in there, and it would hurt my feelings a lot to know that a young artist, um, like charged me $1,000 for a piece of art that he was gonna sell or she was gonna sell for like $50 or $100, you know, and that would hurt my feelings, you know, and because like I'm like I would help them out so much, you know. If I have the audience that I have, then there's be plenty of people out there who would like their work, you know, and their name would get out there and stuff like that, you know. Um, so, you know, and they would make plenty of money, you know. So those are two things. And then I said there were a few, but I think those are the two main reasons, you know. I want their artwork to be honest. You know, I don't want them to get all nervous and say, well, I have to do this and that, you know, and then they may stray from their honesty, from what they are and from what their artwork really is, you know, and I like true and honest art. I really do. You know, I don't want them to get all nervous and say, well, no, I want to do this and that, and then miss an opportunity. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. So hopefully, and this was something I wanted to do in my 30s, you know, but now, if it's true that I have a big audience on my vlog, it would be different, you know. I would, of course, I would hang the pieces in my, well, you know, maybe I might make just like a little gallery or a little tiny museum or something like that. I don't know how the whole art world works, but something where I would display the pieces that I went around the country picking up, you know. I'm sure some of them would go in my house though, because I really would want some of them in my house, you know. And that's the kind of thing I really wanted to do, you know, rather than sit here and say, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love pieces from the masters, you know, and just to hang them in my house, you know, I would love a Picasso to hang in my living room, but no, I don't know. I don't know. Would I love a Picasso to hang in my living room more than I would love a brilliant piece of art from someone new and up and coming? I don't know which one I would like more. I really don't, you know, because, you know, so that's what I want to do. You know, that's what I want to do. And that's what I wanted to do in my 30s. You know, I wanted to really do that. I really wanted to go around to the different art schools when they're having their sales and just pop in and buy the artwork, you know? At that point, well, you know, so I still want to do it. I hope I can do it, you know? Okay, okay. All right. So that's something I really, really want to do. I really want to do that, you know? And so look out. I might be, and maybe some of the starving artist sales too, you know? And really just try to look through the things and discover people, you know. Although, you know, I'm no artist. I don't know, you know. I'm only going to be picking things that I like, you know, things that speak to me, because I don't know how to analyze a painting. I really don't. I don't know how to analyze artwork. I don't. Okay. Maybe they'll teach me before I go out there. Maybe because like I've been told that I'm going to have art lessons and instruction in art and all that kind of stuff once I'm healed and, you know, I'm with my men and everything like that. That art instruction is going to be very important and it's going to happen. So I'm sure they're going to teach me how to analyze art. And yes, that is something I've always wanted to do that, ever since I went to that sale, that's what I wanted to do and discover really young, up and coming up. Well, they won't even be up and coming. They're still in school. So yeah, just discover them right out of school. Here you go. But I have to be very careful, okay? Because, I have to be very, very careful because I may go to art sales and not buy anything, because because I have to be very, very careful because if I advertise someone, they have to be, at the top of their game, even though they're still in school. They'll be on that plane where they're at the top of their game. So I have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. So that puts a lot of pressure. So maybe I won't. Okay, I will. I will. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. So, but that's that. Yeah. And so, yeah, and I'll get back to, I don't know where I went with that or how I even got on that topic. But yeah. Oh, I don't even know. I've been on it for a while now. I don't even know how I got on that topic. But I'll go back to the Pinterest. I did post some shoes and there's a pair of Yves Saint Laurent boots that I posted and they're so nice. I mean, I definitely want those boots. I want those boots. But yeah, I don't have money for them. I don't have money for Yves Saint Laurent. And plus, even when I was thinner, it was difficult for me to find boots because my calf is bigger. I have big calves, and at this weight, I don't think so. I can't fit into regular boots. My calves just don't fit. So now I have to lose weight if I want a new pair of boots. But I'm sure they have wide shaft calves boots out there. But no money. I'm sorry, no money to buy boots. But I'm happy with what I have. I have boots to get me through the winter. But yeah, those Yves Saint Laurent boots are so nice. I love them. And I posted them on the shoes. I posted a lot of barefoot sandals or foot jewelry was what I call them. And okay, so I hope they exist. Remember, I get lied to a lot and people post things that don't exist and they shove them in my face like, here, look at these. They're really popular and they're out there. I don't know if they are. I don't know anything about them. Because, I don't see the truth. I really don't see the truth. I don't. All I know is that I love barefoot sandals. I definitely plan when I get a little bit of money and get out of this situation and maybe even lose a little weight so it looks a little better to put on lots of barefoot sandals and make a bunch of them, get the supplies together and make a bunch of them. But that's that. I mean, I hope they are. I hope they're out there, I do. So, okay. Yeah, they are. Okay. I hope they're out there. Because I think they're nice, I just think they're nice. But yeah, so at the very least, I can post, on the shoe board, Oh, goodness. You have no idea how crazy I am about shoes. I really am. I'm crazy about clothes and I'm crazy about shoes. So, I know. And I really, at this point right now, like, I need to, I need to, keep track of my clothes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're coming close to 20 minutes. I may go over just a few minutes just because I want to talk. But yeah, um, so now you see a little insight into the way I was thinking, and that is to like I'm always trying to help people out, It doesn't bother me, but like my men really don't want me, doing any more fashion or any more artists right now. They don't. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess what they said to me was that even if a few of the fashion designers don't like me, that's still too many for me to be out there promoting them. So I guess, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wish I could continue because like what I posted I love but whatever. Whatever, whatever. It is. Sometimes it's very difficult, because, I'm so limited. I don't want to go back to what I was complaining about months ago, but yeah, I'll just say it again. It started off with me putting a ton of limits on myself and creating a bunch of rules for how I was going to live my life from that point on. Then, then the priests came in and they started putting limits on me and creating rules. And then my men did too, And so like every once in a while, a rule will come up. I'm used to it now, but every once in a while, a rule will come up and I'm just like, okay, is it me? I might make a rule, or the priest might make a rule, or my men might make a rule. And it's like, it's all three of us, all those two organizations and me, and we all just kind of like take turns, seeing what works for me, because obviously my men originally let me post the the fashion, but they know what's going on, and so whatever. It had to stop. It had to stop. But I look forward to doing stuff like that. Like going to art schools and to their art sales and stuff. I do. I definitely look forward to that kind of stuff, and maybe even finding stuff that I can make into gifts that I can put in gift shops in my city, and they can start there and maybe get picked up by other people, like use their images on note cards or stuff like that, Who knows, The sky's the limit. Well, I don't know if that's the sky. That probably isn't the sky. It's kind of a little bit less than showing off their art, but there's a lot of different things that can be done, All right. But on that note, I am going to end this vlog, and I'm going to say, yeah, see, this vlog is a much better vlog than the one I recorded right before this one, in which I just ranted and raved again, and I was like, and this is happening, and that is happening, and that is happening, and I'm so unhappy, and I'm so, nah, it's better, I'm happy, I'm happy, and, I just have to deal with the little frustrations of life, compared to what they used to be. The frustrations I have to go through are very minor. So I just have to keep things in perspective, Keep things in perspective. My life used to be a disaster, and everyone had control and power to really hurt me and make everything just, terrible. But like life is a lot better now. So I just have to keep things in perspective. There's minor frustrations compared to what it used to be. Anyways, so there. I just had to say that. I'm sorry. I had to say that in front of my my viewers or my followers, but I'm sorry. Anyways, I hope everybody watching has a great Sunday tomorrow and that things go your way. All right, bye.